A warm home filled with friends and family, decorations, home-cooked meals, and gifts. They're all hallmarks of the holiday season. Unfortunately, many of these festivities and traditions contribute to increased fire risks. In fact, December is the leading month for U.S. home fires. Let's go ahead and welcome Tom Lyons, Director of Communications with the National Fire Protection Association. He joins us now with some guidelines and tips so that we can have a safe holiday season. Welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, Natalie. Thank you very much for having us.
You know, that was kind of a beefy intro to get to you, but a really important one, because I got to be honest with you, I had no idea that December leads the months when it does come to fires. So let's first talk about those factors that contribute to home fires this holiday season.
I know a lot of people are surprised, but when you think about the leading cause of home fires, it's cooking, it's a heating system, and it's increased use of electricity. During the holiday season, those all happen, but then you also have people bringing Christmas trees in, candles and lights into their homes, and also other decorations. So you know, the good news is that all of these risks can be lessened by taking some simple steps and to be mindful of safety during the holiday season.
Okay, let's dive into some of those simple steps, as you put it. First one, Christmas tree. I know you hear, like, if the tree's too dry, some of our favorite holiday movies have a scene or two that matches what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
What can we do to make sure our tree is safe?
You know, Christmas tree fires don't happen often, but when they do, they can be very serious. And so the bottom line is a dry tree, as you said, is a dangerous tree. So you want to make sure you're getting the freshest tree possible. Really look at it when you're buying it. Take a look at those needles. If the needles are falling off extensively, that tree may be too dry to bring into your house. When you do get it into the house, make sure you're watering it every single day. Make sure you're placing it in an area that's at least 3 feet away from any heat source. That means a fireplace, a radiator, or a lit candle. And as you're decorating it with lights, take a close look at those light strands to make sure the wiring's in good shape and that the bulbs are in good shape as well. And when you leave the house at night or when you go to bed, turn the lights off, and for extra safety, unplug the strand.
Okay, again, these are all things that are hitting home right now to me. I'm curious, are there any other holiday directions that can pose a risk?
Well, obviously, candles are a big part of people's holiday seasons. You never want to leave a room with a lit candle unattended. So you want to make sure that if you're using candles, you put them in a firm base so that they won't tip over. We talked about lighting for the tree, but if you're using lighting outside, make sure that that lighting is rated for outdoor use, and really protect the connections from the elements and making sure that moisture doesn't get into them. The other things that you may be decorating your house with, if they're combustible, like fresh greens or paper or cloth, just make sure that those are away from any heat source like a fireplace or a space heater or an open candle.
Tom, we've only got about 30 seconds, but I still would love for you to touch on cooking fires, but also those lithium batteries that we know pose a big risk. What are things to keep in mind in closing?
Just cooking fires, make sure you're keeping a watchful eye on anything that you're cooking. Make sure that it's a kid-free zone and a pet-free zone so that, they don't get injured if something falls off the stove. You can prevent things from tipping off the stove by turning your handles inward. On lithium-ion batteries, you just want to make sure that you're using batteries and chargers from reputable sources. Don't buy the knockoffs because they're unsafe. And you want to make sure that you're not charging them on bedding or soft material, because that can trap the heat and make these batteries more likely to have fires. If they're damaged in any way, don't use them.
Good stuff. Again, I'm so glad we were able to talk about this today. NFPA.org for more information. Thank you, Tom, and enjoy the season.
Thanks, you too.